coaching Bear and Crispin.
I can use them now.
Wow, guys, it's good performance. It's pretty windy out here. Let's move it inside. Hello, I am Lady Katrina, official bard for the Middle-Aged News, Stromford Village. I'm in the woods outside Great Wexley with Bear, court jester, and Crispin, a strange son of the late Lord Furnival. Gentlemen, our viewers are dying to hear about your eventful journey to Great Wexley and the horrifying things that happened to you at that village.
It's great to be here with you on this cold fall afternoon instead of being locked in a dungeon or dead.
Yes, thank you. I am too happy to be here with you.
Let's start at the beginning. Tell our viewers how you met.
I will start. I was running for my life and ended up in an abandoned village. I had no idea that when I met Bear that day, my life would change for the better. When I first saw Bear, he had a scary appearance. Here he is, this big bearded giant of a guy, wearing ragged clothes with a dagger in his pocket.
Hey, I'm standing right here, and that's a little offensive.
Sorry, Master. It did not take long for me to realize that Bear is actually a thoughtful, kind, and loyal human being, except for he's from St. Giles.
It sounds like you two are close.
More than close. He started as my servant, then became my apprentice, and now he's like my son.
Yes, Bear is like the father I've never had.
Bear, I know you are a dancer, musician, and juggler. Did you teach these skills to Crispin?
Yes, I can play the recorder and juggle.
I taught him those skills so we could gain entrance into villages unnoticed.
Impressive. Tell us about your most exciting adventure on the way to Great Wexley.
Well, lots of things happened on our way there, but the most important one happened at Lodgecott, the first village we arrived at. We performed there.
Crispin, can you tell us what happened at Lodgecott?
Bear and I were performing for the first time. We drew a big crowd around us, and everyone loved our act. Bear started taking things from the crowd to juggle. He took a mazer from a man's hand. This guy had a patch over his eye, so we called him the One-Eyed Youth. Well, the One-Eyed Youth became furious at Bear. He tried to get it back from Bear. Bear was teasing him, but he stopped off angrily.
Once the One-Eyed Youth walked off, Crispin and I were alone. Crispin said that he thought the One-Eyed Youth was suspicious. I didn't believe him.
I believe what you actually said was that I was talking nonsense.
Wow, did any other interesting things happen with the One-Eyed Youth?
Yes. When Crispin and I were talking to the priest in the church, Crispin noticed the One-Eyed Youth was watching us. That's when the priest told us a young boy from Stromford was proclaimed as a wolf's head for stealing money from the manor and killing a priest.
A wolf's head? Doesn't that mean the boy can be slaughtered like an animal to pay for his crimes? What does that have to do with you?
The priest was talking about me. I am the boy he was referring to. But I didn't do it. I was framed by a man named John Cliff. At this point, I was terrified. I was certain the look on my face gave me away. I was scared, but then I was furious.
We headed to Great Wexley because I had a plan to meet with John Ball to discuss overthrowing the government. However, the One-Eyed Youth was working for John Cliff, and he warned his men we were coming on John the Baptist's day. That's how I got captured.
Bear, you are getting ahead of the story, and you are being modest. You left out that you lost your freedom helping everyone else escape.
Crispin, I heard about your close call in Great Wexley when you were almost captured. Is that when you were wandering off and ran into John on the cliff? I was told his men chased you out of the church and cornered you by the wall. You jabbed them with Bear's dagger and managed to get away, right?
Yes. Then while I was hiding, I heard someone coming, and I saw a lantern. I heard someone saying, Crispin, Crispin, is that you? It turned out to be Bear, who had been looking for me.
Yep, that little adventure also cost you a penny because it all started with Crispin wishing to fill his belly with tasty treats. I hope that piece of bread was worth it, Crispin.
Bear, why did you leave Crispin in the first place?
I was meeting with Widow Daventry and John Ball. While I was there, I told her about the cross Crispin carries. I told her the words on the back of the cross, and she figured out Crispin is Lord Furnival's son.
Who would have ever thought that I would end up being a royal? That meant that I was the next heir to the throne. It made sense to me then why John and Cliff was after me.
Yes, he wanted you out of the way so he could be heir to the throne.
Getting back to Bear's capture, it was all because of the one-eyed youth. One night before I fell asleep, I saw a dark, strange figure across the street from the Green Man Inn, where we were staying. In the morning, when I woke up, I followed the Widow Daventry into the inn's kitchen and saw a man enter and exit as if he was looking for someone. I looked out the cracked door and then realized it was the one-eyed youth who I had seen the night before.
Crispin saw the one-eyed youth follow me and report back to John and Cliff where I was. Crispin tried to warn me. Fortunately, everyone who was in the meeting about the rebellion got away, but me.
But Crispin saved you.
Yes, Crispin made a deal with John Cliff that he would free me and let Crispin and I leave Great Wexley forever. John Cliff was supposed to be given the cross to be destroyed, but after Crispin and I walked out of the dungeon, John Cliff double-crossed us. He got his soldiers to try to kill Crispin because of the Wolf's Head decree.
But Bear saved me. He killed John and Cliff by his own soldiers' swords.
So, Crispin, are you still alive for the throne?
No, Crispin did the honorable thing and kept his promise to John Cliff. He laid his cross against Cliff's dead body and walked away.
We will never go back there again. Our friendship is more important than being royal.
Thank you for coming.